Welcome back to Sully Take Podcast, episode 9. This here is going to be the championship edition. So we got your dogs, your season 4 champions in the building.
DMX, baby. My dogs out. Yo.
On my far right, we got returning to the pod. We got Parker. Next,
Two-time champion.
two-time
12.
champion.
Big 12.
Two-time champion. And
Big 12.
I played a lot more this season because I didn't get injured in the first 2 minutes. 2.5.
next to him, we got Money Mitch, the one-time champion.
Hey.
Two-time. Back to back.
Come on now.
Put some respect.
And next to Mitch, we got my man Ryan.
One for one.
One in his first season.
Austin Reeves before Austin Reeves.
I've been there before.
Austin Reeves used to look up to Ryan, bro. Austin Reeves looked up to Ryan.
You should have played so good in the finals. What the fuck?
Next to me, winning his first champion, season 2 MVP, and your finals MVP.
What's up, Eric? Eric, you suck, man. You don't know shit about shot selection. Oh, I should have. Oh, we got the drag.
He's back.
Durag Donnie, man.
Ready to get some
Like the Naruto. Hell yeah, I got a Naruto headband, man. I should have been.
And then next to Dom, we got Ghost, winning his first championship, baby.
It's spooky.
Can we say this? Ghost was on the worst team 2 years in a row. And then finally,
Facts.
you're off of the color green. So congrats to you. They retired the color, you got a championship. Thank God.
Grass is greener. Grass is blue. Very.
Very. He said very. Yo.
And next to Ghost, returning back to the pod again. Defensive Player of the Year.
Defensive player of the year.
Championship. He's a twin.
Mr. Get in your head. Yo, Mr. Get in your head.
And then lastly,
Left-handed Gary Payton. Let's
Best
go, man.
players worst nightmare.
With a little bit of
Number 69.
You soft boy. You
And
soft boy. Quit
That shit's
whining.
broke. That shit's broke.
We'll get a bucket now.
and lastly, their big man led the block party for him in the finals. They call him Spank. Brandon Benton. 7-round pick.
They was asleep.
How crazy.
Holy shit.
So stupid.
Quick shout out to J Ball. So shout out to J Ball. J Ball's the only person we're missing. We love
And our
you, J Ball.
sponsor, Ash, you know.
All right, so let's talk about last week. Last week was championship week. So that means there was 4 teams looking to get a championship. You know who came out on top?
Who?
So
Why don't you say it?
the Magicians, the Dogs. The
That's what I hear from
The Dogs.
Put it over your head.
The Dogs. So that means championship week. That means there was a lot of heartbreak. A lot of people upset. All right, so let's talk about the first game. First game, the Magicians versus the Dogs. A lot of people in the gym was saying the winner of this game was winning it all.
They were right.
They were right. So let's get you guys a perspective on that game. Starting with Parker.
No, we knew coming in that was going to be, that felt like the championship before the championship. You know, when you get into your conference finals and you're like, this is the finals.
Yeah.
That's how we felt as well. We knew going into it, they have a fantastic team. You got 1v1, MVP runner, Braylon, former MVP, Nick Choi, fucking big problem. If they had Nick Choi, Eric, of course.
He played great.
Yeah, Eric, you did play very good. You got you
Licking that-
but you hyped us up too much.
You can't get sway back.
He's always mad at the first album.
Cookies in there.
First off,
I'm not gonna lie. thought that cookies he hit me with a like.
We were hoping you guys didn't shoot lights out again. You started the game shooting lights out again. We were like, fuck, take a time out, get ourselves poised, get ourselves at like what we need to do. You guys also not having Nick Choi's a big thing. Shout out Nick Choi. I fucking love you, bro. Nick Choi, if you've never met Nick Choi or talked to Nick Choi, nice guy. He's the fucking man. He's a mismatch every time he comes out of the court. I had to guard him in week 1 at fucking
Had a putback dunk too, bro.
yeah, and I had to put back dunk. We don't get very many of those in this league. But yeah, no, good match. Dogs move on. We know the rest. That's what happens.
Big
What
12.
about you, Mitch?
That was a great matchup. I mean, you guys have a really good team.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, but I do think I love your energy on the court, bro. Like you're wild. Like I think even the timeout, and I was like, "There's no way this dude's screaming and yelling in our faces right now." We're like, why did he do that?
It's 1-3.
Bro, it's like yeah, he's like
Like a whole nother area.
I said before you guys got there, I think first play of the game. If you watch it back, he makes like literally a wide open layup, and he yells and one. And I look at Ant and I go, "There was no one within 5
I
feet."
felt a win.
And then he starts screaming.
The ref was near him.
He had Mike on the sideline, bro, and Eric just started screaming in his face, and I was like walking back down the court. I said to 1v1, I said, "What's he yelling about, bro? He has like 4 points. Like, what is he yelling at?" And then I don't know. It was a really good game. I thought we played well. We executed our game plan, right? I mean, we came out and did what we said we were gonna do, and
We did.
yeah, I mean, we played really well. So first round was. I'm not gonna say easy, it was
Yeah.
tough, but
It's fun. It's
Yeah.
fun. Good
Glad
matchup.
to see
Yeah,
you.
we had a fun game.
So, what'd you think of the matchup, Ryan?
Thought it was great, man.
Your first playoff experience.
First playoff experience, first time in the league.
Yeah.
Um,
And you won it all too. So.
we won it all. It's great to be a dog.
Yeah, you set the standards high for next season.
Hopefully I don't end up on the Bandits. Sorry, no. He is Start for the Bandits section.
A lot of good guys on this. Shout out Dave. Shout out Marcus. Good dudes.
that's something else I wanted to say, and I forgot to say is like we came into that game not expecting him to play.
Oh, man.
Facts.
Literally.
He shows
I'm gonna
up
get
in
on
a
that.
shitty Woods jersey, bro. A random jersey, bro.
Robert Woods.
I said, "What are you doing? Put your jersey on. Even if you can play 2 minutes, you would change this game."
Yeah, 100%.
Because with no Nick Choi and having him down there, that's a problem. You know what I mean? He could have given us 5 minutes and we would have still been fine. But like the fact that he played like probably 15, 20 minutes in that game made a huge difference.
So, let me get your perspective coming in. You weren't thinking of playing?
I had no idea playing, bro.
No. What was going on?
I had no idea.
What was going on?
And I got a text from Ryan that morning. He was like, "Yo, Nick Choi not playing." You know what I'm saying? So
We need
it's
that.
your time. You know what I'm saying? You sneak in. You know what I'm saying? They don't know you like an offensive threat still, or whatever. So, and then my girl, whatever, she was like, I told her I was just gonna watch the game.
Yeah.
She didn't want me to support. Yeah. You don't. You know, in my mind, I'm like, bro, I love hooping, so I'm gonna play. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all seen Above the Rim when Lee.
Yup.
That's how I felt, bro.
She gonna be like, Spank, I saw YouTube. The fuck was you doing?
But yeah, man, it wasn't even more so about the game, bro. It was like more so because y'all guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, I barely know y'all from Canada Paint, you know what I'm saying, beside the Rhine, you know what I'm saying? But it's all love and we like family, so it's like, damn, I'm gonna let my brothers down if I at least go and support, you know what I'm saying? So it was just more so like, y'all gave me that energy to come out there and just risk it all, you know what I'm saying? If I go out, I'm gonna go out.
I felt that.
Yeah, so that's what it boiled down to, and it came out with the dub, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's right.
Shout out Big Spank. Shout out Big Spank. Shout out Spank.
Yes, sir.
Game 2. We had La Familia versus the Rangers. A lot of questions to be answered for the Rangers. It's the first game without Phil. So we're hoping, last pod, we were thinking X would turn up for them. You know, be the guy to step up. We didn't really see that. So La Familia ended up advancing. Josue, you saw that game.
Yeah, I saw that game, to be honest.
Here he comes. He's getting in their heads for season 5. Here he comes. Here he comes. Number 69.
Nice.
For real, though. I like the Rangers. I thought the Rangers were really going to put on a show. I thought X was really going to come out hot because
Yeah.
they don't have Phil. You know, they need another scorer, but he was really struggling. And La Familia, they just started taking off. Johnny got hot. Their shooters got hot, and they just took it from there, to be honest. I don't even think it was close, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Bro,
It was.
It was
It,
close.
they-
Wait, matter of fact,
It didn't start
out till the
wait,
wire.
it was a 1-point
Yeah.
game, tie
Yeah.
game.
It wasn't close at
It
first.
wasn't.
They
Yeah,
had
it
to
wasn't
come
close
back.
at first,
They
but then
had
they
to
caught
come
up.
You was thinking
Rangers.
about our game.
Yeah, I was thinking about our game. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, then the Rangers, they picked it up at the end. And then, but La Familia, they took it at the end, to be honest. But it was a good game. I was watching it. I was hyped on the sideline. Look at the film. I was pretty hyped, but. Hey, La Familia took it. I low-key wanted the Rangers to win because it would have been easier in the chip, but
How much
I'll take the dub either way. Though.
How much easier did you want?
You want to see a 20-point win, a 40-point
I'm just saying,
win?
Phil, I think personally it would have been easier. That's all I'm saying.
I told Mike
I was
that
thinking the same
Yeah,
thing.
true.
So to piggyback on that, Ghost, do you think the Rangers would have been a little bit of a
I think it would have been a little bit
easy matchup?
I wanted it to be easy, but I think it would have been more of kind of aesthetically pleasing, being brothers against brothers. That rivalry has been around forever, as I've known them. Playing outside in the courts at Celine. But for me, I felt like the crowd would have been more into tune, and that could have swayed the game either way.
Yeah.
Even though we thought we were beating anybody who was coming out after we beat the first game, whoever was coming out, we were going to beat them. But definitely would have liked the Rangers in that second round of the finals. But it is what it is. Whoever's going to be there, we were going to take it regardless. So it is what it is, and that's what happened.
Yeah, that brothers matchup, I
Looking
think it
like
would
a
have been
true
more
boss.
intense.
that brothers matchup
It would have been too intense. We all would have been like,
Nah, man.
So the finals game, we had Dom, finals MVP.
Yeah.
Hey!
34 points, 12 for 23.
God damn.
What was
12
your seed out there?
rebounds.
What was your motivation going in, Dom?
All right.
You've already won season MVP in season 2. So what was
That
your
was
motivation?
disappointing.
I just want to validate that MVP trophy. You know what I mean? And then I just want to show people that they sleeping on the Dom. And then during the season, me and Mike had a baby beef, but it wasn't a real beef. I love that kid. You know what I mean?
you left the group
He's a
chat,
great
though.
leader. Me and Mitch had a baby beef in gold season, but we still besties. I had my dog Sway. He was always like the therapist of the team. He's like, "Yo, Dom, eat them niggas." And I was like, "You right, bro. Pick my spots." No, let me stop playing.
What I'd like to say before we move on, Eric, is we started the season 2-0. We got beat up. We got beat up by the Makos. They played much better than us in week 3. We go down 2-1, and that's when this team could have fallen apart completely. We could have been, we're just gonna do whatever the fuck we want.
Trade all our best
Care.
players away,
Yeah,
all the
trade all.
bad.
Yeah. And again, there is that internal struggle that we had, but that just shows us as a competitive nature. We're able to come back because again, past basketball, all these guys. This is the best team I've ever been on, maybe in my entire life. Everybody is just there for one another, stepped up for everybody whenever they needed to. Somebody had your back every single time.
Everyone wants to see everyone succeed.
A lot of trust. Everyone wanted to see everybody succeed. Once we came together, put together Mitch's plan of the offense, there was no way we were losing another game this season. I guarantee it.
I was
And
telling
we
Mike,
didn't.
And we did.
I was telling Mike today, bro. Like our differential after game 3, like our point differential,
Oh my God.
had to have been plus 100 something, right? Those
Hell
last
yeah.
7 games, 5-6 games, like we were blowing people out. It
Yeah.
wasn't
And we
like-
kind of knew too, because I was telling them like, bro, against the Makos, like I'm the only one who shot good. Like everybody else, it was like I think it was like 50. We
Bad
only
game.
made 15. Everybody was just missing. So it's,
Yeah.
and we only lost by 1 or 2 or whatever it was. So we were in good shape. We all regrouped. We're not gonna shoot like that again. So.
Bro, we'll never only score 41 points.
Exactly.
That
Like,
shit
that
was
was
crazy.
terrible. Yeah.
Supposed to win that.
Yeah, we were supposed to win that. The score was wrong,
The
but
score
we ain't,
was
we,
wrong,
we ain't gonna talk about
Yeah,
it.
we ain't gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about it.
Shout
Shout out to my dog, Dave. He
I
too
love
cool.
you, Dane.
He too cool.
One of my favorite guys in the league.
Mike's the captain of the Dogs. They're first team in Selly Nation history to win 3 straight titles. You can put the cheaters in the comments. The cheaters.
Come on, Nick. You were on my team last season, so you know.
What's the recipe? What's the recipe
For success?
For success.
Well, when you're
And-
captain next season, I'll sit down with you and actually go through it. But
Okay.
Official announcement.
Hey, teacher announcement.
okay, you have to draft well, and by drafting well, you have to prepare. And then each week you have to prepare. The thing is, I'm obsessed with the Selly Nation League. This is the only sport that I care about. This is the only thing that I really do. So for me, it's like, it's a no-brainer. You saw the 2 teams that were most successful. Rangers would have made it to the championship. I was saying this to Mitch earlier. Rangers would have made it to the championship if they have Phil. They barely lose a game without him.
For sure.
Ant was obsessed. Ant would watch the film. He would watch back games. He would watch back season 2. Like, he
3,
loved
4
it.
times, bro.
Yeah, so he enjoyed what he was doing, and that showed. That's why he was coach of the year. He deserved that. I love what I do. So I'm surrounded by it all the time. When it comes to the draft, I spend 7-8 hours breaking down the whole entire draft pool, figuring out. First, I do a board by position, where each player can fit. I know what I can do, and I'm very self-aware of my abilities on the court, which helps. A lot of captains are not, and they think that they're a higher option on the offense than they are, and that hurts them. Then I figure out, I get into their heads.
Anybody in particular?
Multiple. Then I break it down into the captain's heads, and I figure out who do I think they're going to draft in what order? Where do I think that the board is going to fall? Then I do my own draft board of where I actually think the talent should fall. And that's the draft board that I work off of for the actual draft. But all of that pre-work is what gets me to where I can get Brandon Bend in the 7th round because he was a 3rd-round pick. And Gator should have had him because Gator's the one who asked me to put him in the league, and Gator was a dumbass. Wow. So that is how those things happen. I know who should pick who, and if they're sleeping, I come in like a fucking hawk. And that's why I get steals every draft. It's not steals, it's preparation. Truthfully.
Hell yeah.
No, but this team meshed well together, though. Like,
We didn't care, because once we stopped worrying about the refs, let's just play. Let's move the ball. The biggest thing in the championship was the ball movement. If you look in the championship game, 9 assists, 6 assists. That's more than their whole entire team combined. We moved the fucking ball, bro. Like
that. PG.
that's it,
That's
yeah.
PG shit right there.
We just moved the fucking ball. We found the best shot every single time. When the ISO shit wasn't working, which we have 2 of the best ISO guys in the league, and that wasn't working, motion. Slow the shit down, backdoor cut. Take them off the dribble. Like, it's simple basketball, and we just elevated, and we played it at a very high
Like
level.
you said, though,
I know.
about drafting and, like, preparing and shit, like, if anyone would have watched our film, if any of the captains would watch our film from the past 4 weeks, our offense was not hard, bro. It was 5 out.
Literally.
Middle school teams run that.
Yeah.
You set down screens. You move.
We did the same play every time.
It's like
and
we
we called the
every
same
time.
play.
They was getting mad,
Just
bro.
like motion.
Motion. It was like motion. It's not the motion. We are moving.
I think another thing, Eric, is we trusted each other on the team to observe. We need a timeout. We need to stop in a second. Everyone on this team, I think, probably called a timeout for our team because we understood how the game was feeling and how the game was supposed to flow, and we were not playing our game. For the first 7 minutes, we were not playing dog basketball.
Honestly, after y'all called that timeout when we was down 17-6, I literally wasn't worried.
Nah, we were good.
No lies.
You just calm
lies.
yourself
Because we
down.
literally did the whole
Not even a
season.
little
We
bit?
either would
I ain't
be
gonna lie.
up
When
or
Eric
down.
was hooping, I was like, damn, if Eric starts hooping a little more and Braylon and Warren, you don't gotta take
He
off.
did have a
Damn.
wide open 3 in the corner. That if he would have made that, I was gonna be like,
Yeah,
oh,
I was like,
sorry,
shit.
dude.
If he keeps hooping like
short.
that,
we were.
Because I already know sometimes you have slow starts, but then you turn it on.
Yeah.
Same thing with Mike. He either starts off hot, slows down, and gets hot again, or he starts off slow and then gets hot. So I wasn't worried. I'm like, okay, we just starting off slow. We good.
Are you still- are you still like me and
I was
just
sick
always
the whole
stop?
week and I could not run. Once I felt myself walking, those.
You just need your second wind.
Yeah. Once I cheated and I got an inhaler at the halftime, I didn't run out of breath.
I'm a cheater.
Yeah, I got an inhaler.
But that's-
That's cheating. Not everybody else can get an inhaler.
That's true. Not everybody's girlfriend's got asthma.
Yeah. Not everybody can draft Dom and Defensive Player of the Year Sway.
Well, you know what? I should have
Not everybody can steal Brandon in the 7th round.
7th round. And hey,
7th round.
y'all stop sleeping on Ryan, bro. He was killing it.
What?
Yo,
18
wait,
against
what?
the Magicians?
Every time I looked up,
You guys are setting them up.
Every time we needed a bucket, Ryan.
18,
Done.
but 7 of 11 too. That's
7 of 11.
That's the crazy
Take
part.
3.
That's the crazy.
Every time we needed a bucket, Ryan just.
You knocked out
They left the moment. I was like,
Bro, he had 2 big threes in a row.
The one Braylon is hugging me down low instead of guarding you. I'm like, he just hit a 3. Why are you hugging me? I haven't hit a shot.
He hit
since
that
the
shit
first
good
half.
with the.
Ryan looked
And
around. He
he
said,
tried the ball.
"Okay."
Stepped up. Yeah, you're like, okay, cool.
I know he can shoot that thing.
Nacho won MVP.
Much deserved.
Was there anybody else here that voted for somebody else?
I voted for Notch.
I
Everybody
almost
voted for Notch.
voted for 1v1 for MVP, but then I was like, nah, Nacho.
Yeah.
Because 1v1 missed too many games.
He missed many.
But he played enough games for Rookie of the Year.
The way Nacho goes
So-
about his game, bro, there's no way.
Yeah.
Too smooth.
Yeah, that was nice. He's nice.
Because I thought about
Super
it, I'm
nice.
like, it's only basically scoring wise, it was only him and Fritz. Shout out to Vaughn. I felt like he should have did more. I don't know why he didn't. Maybe it was because of the way the offense was
He
set
was too
up.
busy making emails.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he was busting some threes. He was busting threes on us. But I felt like he could have played a more.
Oh, you guys don't know?
game.
I'll tell you after. I'll tell you all after. I'm lost.
So when it comes to the pot, it looks like it was a unanimous vote for Nacho for
Yeah.
MVP.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That guy, he's the best player in the league.
Yeah. So our rookie of the year was Joel.
Joel.
1v1 Francis.
Wasn't
the
even close.
Magicians.
It wasn't even close.
Wasn't even close. Everybody voted for him.
I mean, except for
56% from the field.
Listen, the fact that there was a lot of emails being made, and that's what made that vote close. But 1v1 God was the unanimous decision. It wasn't even close. The emails made
I feel
it
like
closer.
Phil would have stayed.
Yeah.
Phil could have been there. Phil had a
So
shot.
yeah.
bro.
So going on that, if Phil was still here doing what he was doing, would that have changed your vote?
It's possible.
no
but
offense,
1v1
no.
was just on
Like
it.
before
He changed that
Phil,
game. It was nuts. He
before
changed that.
Phil
He did.
got kicked out, were
No
It was the
offense,
thing is,
no.
Was anybody
against-
thinking Phil?
against us? He had 5 points, and I
Yeah.
think that just ruined his MVP or Rookie of the Year
Rookie of the Year.
candidacy.
That was my lockup.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
No offense, no. Because 1v1, bro, the Magicians was struggling dead in water, and then they went on a streak with him.
36 and 9. That's all you need to
Yes,
say.
and the nigga shot 56% from the field and
And they had
40.
Braylon on
What was
that
it?
too.
48 from 3.
Yep.
Something
That's
like that.
crazy.
Yeah,
Bro, I looked at
Crazy.
his shooting percentage. I was like, bro, I shouldn't even shoot no more. I need to pick my shots better. This motherfucker shooting 50.
Now, granted, the league is terrible at defense. Quite clearly, he was getting open shots. Like, what the fuck is going on?
He was still converting.
But
Yeah.
they was
Everybody
going
wants
in though. They was going in.
Not against us. Not against,
Man,
against us. He
but
shot terrible
That's
from
because
3.
we dogs, man. DMX, Rough Riders.
3 for 10. 3 for 10. Comparatively for
He
him.
went off. He changed that team.
most improved player. We had
Parker,
Dame.
take charge.
Outdoors
Dame,
work, I got
season
this.
3, Dame was on La Familia, averaging 16 points as the third option. This season, season 4, became the first option, was their first round pick, averaged 24 points. So he won most improved player.
Shout out to
Now,
Dame.
everybody go ahead and vote for Dame.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't vote for
I don't
Now,
think
what-
Dame
what was-
deserved it based on shooting percentage. Season
Same.
2, he shot over 60%, over 50% from the 3. This season, he was in the 40s. To me, it was Zayn or Boogie. I voted for Zayn personally. Zayn went from 15%
I don't
from the
care.
field,
I don't care.
7% from 3,
Sorry.
to over 40% for both.
I
To
just-
me, the
Shout out
improvement
to
was
Zayn.
just not even.
Okay. Zayn is an 8th option, and Jordan is a 7th option on the Rangers.
Shut up.
Dame
6 and
is
7.
He went from
Dame
third option.
is the only option on
He
the
went
Bandits.
from third
I'm
option to
telling you,
first.
if they didn't have Dame, you take Zayn and Boogie
Lose
off
by
of
20 or
the
30.
Rangers. Okay. You take Dame off of the Bandits,
They lose by
you're
40.
Yeah.
fucked.
Well, in all fairness, he's a first round pick. They're
He's,
bench
he's,
guys.
he's a first round pick.
His
He
defense went up,
improved
though.
he
Yeah, but it's a
improved
matter of improvement.
He's
You look at Zayn and Boogie. Well, Zayn in particular. Zayn won a championship last year, right? So his impact really didn't matter. He impacted the Rangers. He helped them get further than what they were. He didn't help us last season. No offense to Zayn. He took terrible shots. He turned the ball over. He was a negative on the court a lot of times. This season, he was a positive. It's most improved. Although Dame did score more, he had more shot attempts, and he converted less shot attempts because he forced a lot more. He was forced to do so, but if you're looking at like a whole entire player, I don't think Dame was the most improved.
Defensive player of the year,
Who are the
right
three-
here.
Dame.
Who are the 3 people on?
It was
Josue.
4. No, it was me, Nick, Dame, and Kyson for some reason because Sauce told me to put him on there.
I voted for you or Nick. I don't remember.
I low key voted for Nick, but low key Mike was almost about to be my vote, but I didn't want the people to be like, "Oh, you're biased." So.
I either one of us, I felt comfortable
Yeah.
comfortable with that.
For defensive player of the
Defensive player of
year,
the year.
we agree. Nick, we all voted for Nick.
Nah, I voted for Dame.
If you would have
voted
put
for Dame?
Sway on the ballot, I would have voted for
I
Sway
voted for
too.
You voted for Nick.
I don't think
It was
they should
between
have
Nick
put
and Mike though. It was between Nick and Mike. I was like,
I think
Nice.
Nick's okay.
I gave it to Nick because he didn't have any
Yeah.
defensive
Trying to
back.
guard the
I didn't
best
have any
player.
defensive.
I
Every
give it
night.
to Nick because primarily, even he would not get like all the calls. He would still get like, oh, if the foul was on Nick, and Nick would be like, what the hell? I didn't even touch him, and he would still stay in the game, still
Yup.
put it all, and still get defensive stops that put his team in
Nick loves
into
defense,
contention.
bro.
Yeah, he does.
Loves that shit.
Yeah.
And he's very good at it.
That's the only reason
Very
why I
good.
gave it to Nick because he had
Yeah.
nobody backing him up. Mike had me and Sway backing him up, mostly Sway, and then he had Brandon blocking shit. And then Nick was he was the only dog on his team, in my opinion.
So let's talk about Coach of the Year. And Scalco, captain of the Rangers. They finished the season
5-2.
4-2.
4-2.
4-2. Lost in the second round of playoffs. Did anybody else vote for anybody else?
I voted for Mike.
You voted for Mike.
I voted for Mike just
Mike,
because we
yeah.
had 6 players and we beat them, so I was like,
Yeah.
damn, I gotta vote for Mike.
I forgot.
I did vote for Mike just for the same reason too, for the 6 players.
Usually, if you look at the NBA and any other thing, Coach of the Year is
That's-
usually record based.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Positive
sure.
record based.
It was Mike or Ant at the time. I don't remember who I
And
voted for.
I know, I love you, Ant. I know you guys had your own stuff going on, especially losing Phil and all that shit. But yeah, I mean, you guys played great. we beat you guys, and then we got the better record. But Mike,
Yeah.
we came up with a game plan.
Yeah, I think if we would
With
have lost,
6 players.
I think if we would have lost that game, Ant would have like definitely got like all the votes.
Oh yeah.
Even though he still got it like,
Yeah.
respectfully, his team was the best team in the. I thought they were the best team in the
Yeah,
league.
bro, yeah,
to be
they
honest.
were real. Those first couple weeks they were real.
With Phil, like they were the best team in the league to me.
And
so.
when you think about the talent,
Y'all better than me. I didn't think
The
that.
thing
shit.
is, I would have voted for Mike, and I love Mike, obviously. He knows
But
this.
Mike's a
Like,
cheater, so we
but
can't vote
but
for
the other thing
him.
is, like, the reason why Mike drafted me and Parker was to help him with the coaching. So, like, whenever it comes down to Ant was the only person on their team that was coaching them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I think
You know
Mike.
what
I think
mean?
Mike made that
so
same
Ant was
point
doing
too.
everything by himself. He was
Yeah.
setting up their film sessions. He was setting up their game.
Ghost, who did you vote?
Bro,
Coach of the
playing
year?
your
Back to
role
this.
is a
Who
big
did I vote? Who?
Coach of the year,
I
captain
voted
of the
Ant.
year.
I voted Ant.
voted
And
Ant?
Eric, who did
Yeah.
you vote?
I voted you. I voted Mike.
I
Yeah.
voted Ant.
I mean, it's like he's by himself.
Yeah.
Like, you have
It
no
wasn't.
help.
It wasn't even that. It was a matter of just the improvement that he made from the season before. I mean, to me, it
Yeah,
was
100%.
being there and seeing how much they struggled the season before, and seeing and I mean, you've been on the podcast.
Yeah.
You know the credit that I give Mitch. It's Mitch's idea. I never played organized basketball. If I didn't have the plays, we would have struggled. Because to me, I would have made up some bullshit and I would have made up plays. But having an actual set offense helped us tremendously.
Yeah.
I'm a better player than every
Shout out to
captain,
Mitch.
but I don't know basketball like that. I just know how to run like a fucking maniac and how to play really hard. He was the brains, and he was the one that helped us actually get it. And I said it in the 2-3 weeks ago during our first practice. You led the practice. I was a player trying to learn. He was the coach, and so I gave all the credit to him. And I said that's why Ant deserves it. I mean,
That's a part
So
of being a good
captains,
coach, Mike.
Captains.
That's a part of being a good coach,
Yeah.
knowing when to
100%.
lead and when to step back.
He came to me and asked me, bro. Like, I was willing to help him, but like Ant did everything by himself, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's
That was
why I
very
voted for him.
egoless of you.
I got a big ego, but a bigger penis.
Whatever.
So,
Hey.
You deserve to have the ego, motherfucker. You deserve to have the ego, motherfucker. You're not shit on the table. You deserve to have the ego.
you skipped over 6 man. Thank you, Mike Mitchell. You didn't deserve it. But second,
What? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
No.
I think he did.
Listen. It's not that.
Mike.
It's
Mike
the
was
matter
playing
of.
C's, he like,
It's the matter of how much he wanted it. Is why I didn't want to give it to him. So let's move on so that he doesn't get
Every
the
week he'll
acknowledgement.
say it like in the Silly Nation Facebook
Group chat, yeah, he would, yeah.
Man of the year.
He wants it so bad that I don't want to acknowledge it. So now, as far
I
as
voted for him straight up. I was like, fuck my God.
listen. As
Mike,
far
shout
as
out, I love you. I voted for you.
I voted for you too. I voted for you too.
You still voted for him?
I voted for Mike. Yes, I love you, Mike, but I don't want to give you.
Why'd you vote for him if you didn't want to vote for him?
Because he was 6 man of the year. He was the best 6 man. It's not even a question. Not even a question.
We had 12 All Stars. 12 All
12
Stars.
All Stars.
12 All Stars.
All right, hold up. We got 12 All Stars. We got Nacho Padilla. We got Dom Johnson. We got Josue Padilla. We got Fritz Cesar, who should not have been as high on the list, but because Mako stuffed the ballot, he's up there.
Vaughn.
We got
Shout out to Vaughn.
Nick Choi. No, not Vaughn. We got Nick Choi. We got Johnny Victor.
Okay.
I missed one up there.
1v1 should be
1v1
higher.
God.
Yeah.
Dame.
We got Dame. Then me. Then X. Mike Mitchell. And Chili. That's your 12.
Chili, man. I
Now-
like that guy.
I can't believe Mike Mitchell
With
made it off
all
the bench.
with all those names listed, was anybody you voted for not on that list?
I don't know. This,
Right after Chili had 23 votes. Granted, the votes got compromised, so the numbers are not exactly
Still an
correct.
election, goddamn it.
The last 2 players were definitely close on the voting, and after him was Chief, Montel, Marcus, and then Nick. And
Those are the people I voted for.
those 4 were all very close. They were all 19 and 20. Chili was 23.
So now,
I appreciate
starting on
it.
the left hand side of Benton, we're gonna go give our thoughts on the season, overall experience, how we feel.
Overall experience, man, I loved it, bro. Like, before we got in the league, me and Ryan used to play when y'all play Sundays, we play
Yeah.
on the other side of the court. And we ain't know nothing about the league, bro. We're like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, they getting live over there, so we'll peek our head over there. And like, dang, bro, we want to get in. Like, we want to get in like ASAP, man.
Yeah.
He was like, oh yeah, my boy might run the league, so I think they're gonna do like tryouts. And then he said they're gonna do tryouts like with 80 people there, but they're gonna pick like 5.
Five, yeah.
Oh, shit. We might make, we might not. You know what I'm saying? So when we got in, bro, it's just all love, bro. And I don't plan on leaving. So.
Hell yeah.
that's my boy.
Pass the trophy.
Yeah, pass the trophy, pass the trophy.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Alright.
For me, honestly, the season was better than last season. Of course, you know we got the chip. But overall-
And you got the ball.
Yeah, you got
And I got the ball, yo.
Was us out.
No names, but hey, having the ball is pretty lit. I don't gotta drop 40 one game, God. We're not gonna talk about it. But hey, compared to last season, it was lit. And I always tell Mike too, like compared to all the other leagues around, like Central Florida and any other league I've been in, like he has the broadcasting, podcast, highlights on Instagram, so it's lit. So like, I just say keep going, Mike, and it's lit. It's the best season I've ever been a part of, to be honest.
Yeah.
My name's Ghost. I'm 32, and
This season hasn't been the best season because obviously I won this season finally. Been playing with these guys for a good minute, and it's always been, obviously a pleasure with Mike and the crew. Obviously, I played organized basketball, and just to be around organized type basketball again, I love it. And obviously, I just want to compete and get back to where I used to be. So this one kind of catapult me into getting back. I'm in the lab again, kind of getting my hops back again. So next season, I'm trying to get most improved. So.
Someone set the timer, bro. Someone set the timer. Hey, he got 45 seconds.
Hey, you can count out loud. I'll be quick. You feel me? Shout out to Mike for letting me contribute to the draft process. He asked my opinion on every pick. He said Sway or this nigga. I said, get fucking Sway. I saw his clips. Then he said Ryan or this nigga. I said, get fucking Ryan. Brandon Parker. He's like, you want Mitch now? I was like, fuck yeah, I want Mitch. You don't even think I want him. And he said, you want Ghost? I was like, fuck yeah, I want Ghost. And then we was lit. He let me pick every single player, even though he didn't, but he did. You feel me? Because he low-key wanted y'all already, but he let me feel like I was a part of it. But I love playing with you guys. It's happy playing with people who know how to play ball. Everybody sacrificed on the team, including me, Mike. Everybody sacrificed, and it was amazing.
Go ahead, eat that up.
We'll go back down now.
To be last. I said it before. Everybody on this team bought in, and it felt like a real team. There was real love on and off the court. We could talk to each other. Whatever needed to be done, we got done. It's bittersweet because you never get a returning team.
Right.
Yeah, people are going to be on different
I'm going to
teams.
try.
I know Mike is going to try.
You're going to try.
Damn hardest, but
really
being on the championship team, some of you guys are going to get poached, and it's sad. It's bittersweet, but I'm happy for the time we had as teammates. We're always going to be in the league together.
Yeah.
I love you guys, whatever you need. Shout out. Love you. Love you. Love
Dogs,
you.
baby.
Love you. Love you. Love
Big
you.
12. Big 12. Best interviewer in the league, baby. Facts.
No, I mean, back to back with Mikey, obviously.
Okay.
He trusts me to picks me every year. I always think I'm going to go in the last round. I went in the 5th round this year. I was like, God damn, he made a big fucking mistake.
So I said that to you before. I was like,
Oh, it's just whatever, I felt comfortable on this team, man. Like, I've been on teams before, I love BDM, obviously season 2, whatever, with Dom and stuff. I didn't feel comfortable in that team, bro. Honest to God,
It's okay.
Whenever I went to Mikey last year and I played with AJ and Mikey, he knows how I play. I sit in the fucking corner, and if you don't guard me, it's your fault. I'm just saying. But I just enjoyed it. 2-time champ. I'm just here. I do what I have to do on each team, and I love playing with all y'all. Even at Lakeside, whatever. Even just coming over watching film with you two. You two were funny as fuck, man. I love you. It was crazy. Sway didn't know who I was last year, but it's whatever. It's all good. I love Sway now. Wait, I love Sway now, but I love you, Sway. Give it over to this guy, man.
When Mike asked, I said yes. I want you to know that, Mitch. I said yes when he asked me. I said, hell yeah.
One of one, Ryan.
Is this the only rookie on the team?
No,
Oh, Brandon. Oh, okay.
2 1-on-1.
2 1-on-1.
Two rookies, one for one.
Brown boy.
They delivering the package,
I
boy.
think I'm calling in tonight. You gotta work tomorrow. But no, this has been awesome, man. Kind of piggybacking off what Spank is saying. We were just in that gym playing ball. Happened to notice y'all holding the league there. I'm like, wait, I know this guy. I'm going to talk to him. Joined the league, did the tryouts. I had a pretty decent tryout. I didn't expect to play on your team with a guy that I grew up with in Altamont. And then I already knew your game watching. I was like, man, this dude is locking people up.
Yeah.
And then for Spank to get on the team with us too. And then for all this to just come together, everybody, like you said, everybody buys in. And it's like a family. So it's been awesome, man. Talk about your experience too.
Sorry we beat y'all. Sorry we beat y'all.
He's on there.
Sorry we beat y'all.
He's on there. He's on season 2. Hold your finger right there. He's on there. He's on there. Season 2. Don't touch that last one. He's on there. He's a
middle finger there.
But my overall experience, even though I didn't win it all, I felt like this season was the funnest season I had this season. The team, I really enjoyed the Magicians. We had a lot of fun. We didn't win it all. But that stretch where we had 5 straight, it was super fun. Even the beginning, we could have pulled the Bandits, we could have pulled the Reapers, where we just quit. You know, we just gave up. But the same, like 30 minutes after we left the gym, everybody was in the group chat sending, you know, hey, keep your head up, bro. We're all gonna get it together, you know. So it was kind of nice knowing that we had a bunch of dudes that all had the same goal and idea in their head. So it made it a little easier to enjoy it, you know. So I had fun.
And you played great in the playoff game. I
you.
honestly feel like that was your best game I ever seen you play.
Podcast.
Playing against you.
Yeah.
Playing against you was
Came out
the
here
bro.
once.
It was, bro.
He's like, and one. I'm like, fuck this nigga, bro.
Fuck, somebody has to talk that shit.
I
Bang.
was like, yo, Eric is cooking right now. It's gonna be a long day, bro.
Real, bro.
All right, Mike, take us home.
I mean, as I stated earlier, season 3 was rough, man. It was emotionally draining, physically draining. I didn't know I was getting into expanding the league. Doing that extra game each week, it was a lot on me, and this season was just, it was different. It felt better. I mean, I'll probably talk a little bit longer, but I'm going to go back to the draft. I called Dom the day before because I did my homework. I knew how the draft was going to go. I knew I was going to get Dom. We spoke for about 45 minutes. I told him what I had in mind for the draft, and it was Sway or Chili that I was going to go with. If Sway was on the board, I'm taking Sway. And Noah luckily took Marcus for his second pick, so I'm like, all right, I got Sway. And I told Luke, I really want Ryan. And Luke took Fitz. So I was like, all right, I got Ryan. And then from there, it was like, I feel confident with those 4 that now I'm going to pick people I like. So then I picked one of my best friends, Parker, then another one of my best friends, Mitch. And then I was like, Zane or Ghost? Zane played terrible last season. That's my boy. We won 2 back-to-back, but I think Ghost is gonna have a good year, so we go with Ghost. And then I ask about 10 times these guys because at this time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us are together at the diner, and I'm like, is he really on the board? And you can see me in the back of the. I'm like checking the board over and over, and I'm like, he's really. I don't know him, but I'm gonna pick him.
Remember what we said though?
He
We
kept
said
highlight. He goes,
I
"This is a
said-
3rd round pick."
You remember that? Yeah, he
And I was
goes,
like,
kept saying it.
Mike
Take
kept
it.
saying that from the second
Brandon,
round.
Yes.
he goes,
Mike
how
knew
big
his
is this dude?
friends.
He goes, he's about 6'4". I go, do you want to guard him? And he goes, nah. I said, then pick him.
And Mike's crazy. Mike's like, man, nah, they're not going to do it. He'll last to the 7th round. We'll pick him up because they're idiots. And then he was right.
All the captains
He
were
was
the
right.
tryouts.
He was right.
Well, I was the only one at the tryouts that didn't get to see a single person play because I was organizing everything and I didn't know 80 people were going to be there. I had no clue how to deal with that shit.
Right.
So I never saw you play.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't pick anybody that I didn't know. As soon as you pulled up to the tryouts, I told you, hey, you don't have to try. You're in the league. Like, you're my boy. I told you, you're already in. I know you're a good person. It was fine. And then once I drafted you and he said, that's my boy, I'm like, oh, we lit. That's it. Like, if you're friends with him, we're good. We're good.
Hey, pick in the
No, he
draft.
did say that. He said Ryan's got good taste. We're good.
I was watching it live with my girl, and I'm like, dang, like, am I on the board, bro? I'm trying to read in the best. I'm like, that look like my name right there.
That's
That's worse than word, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Brandon, a week later, we go to Lakeside.
Yep.
And I'm like, all right, let's get some runs in. We got most. Ghost was there. I was like, we were playing pretty good. I was like, oh, sick. Brandon shows up. I was like, he's on our team. I was like,
Who's
oh,
that guy?
I was like, fuck, yes. I said he's on our team. I was like, it's done.
And we went undefeated
Yes, it
out
was
there
done.
too, bro.
It was done. Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what's your name? He's like, I'm Spanky. I'm like, Spanky? He's like, Brandon. I'm like, oh, you the nigga we picked up. Oh, we win.
I was like,
And then,
Oh, yo, we
but
lit.
we can't forget, too, then the last
J-Ball.
pick, we picked up J-Ball, and I knew J-Ball was a steal. I knew J-Ball could hoop. I knew that J-Ball at least understood basketball, and he played good for us, man. The minutes that he played, he hit
was
his
solid.
open shots.
Shot a high
He
clip,
played,
too.
yeah, he played very good.
Brought the energy.
And we started off good, and the first 2 weeks, obviously, we played well. We had the falling out, which we've talked about many times, and that was necessary. That really was like, our talent isn't going to just do it for us. We have to have some kind of organization, and once we did that, the rest of the season is just overall on me as the person that does all the work. I mean, shout out Eric for editing the podcast each week. That helped so much. I've had the idea of the podcast since season 2. Season 2, Ant said he was going to edit it. He was going to do it. First time he filmed it, didn't do it. Season 3, Steve the Kid, same thing. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to do it. Didn't do it. This season, I said, fuck it. I'm just going to set it up in my apartment. I'm going to fucking do it. Made the room, and then you hit me up. Hey, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm like, all right. You didn't hit me up the week that we were first going to start, and I was like, all right, he's going to be like Steve the Kid. Next week, you hit me up. You had a whole entire game plan. I was like, all right, cool. You got it to me. I'm like, all right. We're in business. We're in business.
Shout out to Eric, bro.
Big shout out to Eric.
This podcast is really lit.
He's got the voice for it too. He's got a good voice.
That's a lot of yours. You got it.
And that,
You be good too.
that took a lot of stress off my plate because that was an idea I've had, and that helps elevate the league in total. And the big thing for me was getting the games done early in the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I've gotten the games done pretty much every single week, and that's taken off so much stress off my plate. Right. Captains doing stats. Just delegating and having more faith in the people around me, and that it's changed the whole entire league for me. And we're gonna expand again next season, and it's gonna be more teams. It's gonna be more fun. I'll drop what I'm talking about, but I want to do 8 teams.
I was gonna say I want you to drop what you're talking about, but then expand on next season.
Yeah, well
Take us there.
that's what can I get into that?
I was about to go there.
Eric, get out. He's taking over now.
Brian,
He's like Dr. Phil, bro. He's like, "Why don't you tell me how you're feeling.
So yeah, season 5. What I would like to do, it's not official, but what I would like to do is 8 teams. But I want to split it into 2 conferences.
Do we have a date?
January. That's our date. I want to do 2 conferences, 4 teams in each. I want to expand the season. It's going to be 10 games.
Hell yeah.
Everybody's going to play everybody once. Everybody in your conference, you'll play them twice. The top 2 in each conference will get a bye. The bottom 2 don't make it to the playoffs.
Oh wow!
Hey.
Oh, regular season matters. So
Yep. Can I request a trade from the Bandits?
So the playoffs will go conferences. So 2 and 3 will play. 2 and 3 will play. Then you'll have a conference finals against your 1 seeds, and then winners will play in the finals.
If you need a captain, let me know. If not, draft me.
We have plenty of captains.
We're
but
keeping
thank
our
you,
team,
Dom.
bro.
Hey, keepers.
I'm gonna try to keep the team. That is on my docket. I really want to. I think. Listen, the thing is this: we're champions. I feel like the league should try to beat us.
Chase us, bro.
Try to beat us.
Have you ever said that before to try to keep the same team?
No, because I didn't like my team.
He likes the team even though he tried to trade me.
And
I love this nigga.
I'll say,
I don't know if you're saying
Mike,
it. You better be fair. Calm it down. You're gonna be out.
I'll say truthfully,
I hope not.
if we lose the team and I have to redraft, I might just never be the Dogs again because I don't think we're ever gonna beat this team.
No.
I love you guys
We're gonna be
for
fans.
real. Like after I edited the first game the other day, I changed the background on my computer to the championship and me holding the trophy, with all you guys smiling and just I was so. Ash was pissed because it was 3 a.m. and I was just staring at my computer like a jackass. But I was just so like, my heart was full, man. I was like, this is an amazing group of guys that is my favorite team I've ever been a part of. It's not even close.
I agree.
Like the unselfishness outside of that 1 week that we had, the unselfishness amongst all of us, it really showed, and it was a pleasure to be a part of this team. I don't want to be on a different team. I don't want to be on a different team. I want to ride this shit.
what I will say, Mike, shout out to you making this happen. We've seen it. I've been a part of the first Selly Nation games, like fucking 2013.
Hell yeah.
We've been doing this shit for 10 years. The way this league has grown, the sport is growing. One of my favorite things I've said. So fucking stupid. The way you've expanded upon something we loved when we were kids. We fucking did. I was a fucking junior in high school. It was ridiculous, and we fucking did it. We didn't have jerseys. We all wore the same color shirt. Sometimes
not even.
Not even. I was on the red team one year. I wore an orange. I was like, oh, a red shirt. Thank you. Also, thank you for making this team happen.
Hell yeah.
You picked this team for a reason. We got the job done. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shout out to French. Shout out to
Hey!
That's what I'm talking.
That's the end of the podcast. Before we leave, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate you guys for tuning in this season. Every episode, appreciate you guys. Anybody that came on the podcast during the season, appreciate you. Anybody that helped ref, commentate, you guys film everything.
Security.
You guys are the reason Mike has this community. So
Girlfriends.
appreciate you guys.
Hell yeah.
Wives.
We'll see you guys for the next episode.
Others.
Others.
Shout out Mike. Shout out the dogs.
All right, we'll give it up for the Dogs one more time. Your season 4 champions, baby. All right, see you guys in the next episode.
See you next season.
Peace.